Obs.
Hello everybody and welcome to another tech demo here on the Blind Gamers Lounge. I may be changing the title of this channel actually to better suit what I'm going to do. Although I do still plan on doing a lot of games, but I also want to do a couple tech demos and things like that. And first off, I will apologize here because you will hear voices in the background and the TV. Anyway, so this tech demo will be hopefully a quick one. I have here a Coloreno talking color identifier, plus light probe. And it comes in a really nice black carrying case. It's fabric. You can hear me rubbing my hand across it. It's kind of rough. So it's a protective case that has a zipper and it has two pouches on the inside. The Coloreno goes into one pouch, and you can use the other pouch for the batteries. The color identifier takes two AAA batteries, which I don't remember. I don't think they come with them. You do have to put them in yourself. But anyway, I'll try to describe this because unfortunately I don't have video for those of you who can see. This is all audio. It's kind of I really wouldn't say square, maybe slightly, but one end is slightly narrower. It's probably a couple inches long. It fits in the hand. It's almost as big as my hand, but my hands are pretty small. And it has two buttons on the front. It also has a speaker that's kind of round. You can feel the grill at the wider end of the device. Also at that end is a little hole that is the probe that you actually put against the item to identify the color. This also works as a light probe by pointing it toward light and pressing and holding one of the buttons. So the top button on this, and I think it's red, but I'm not quite sure because I have no usable vision. But the top button is what you press and hold to get the color of an item, such as a piece of clothing or other object. The bottom button is what you use to, to use the light probe. And I will demonstrate both of those here. As I said, it takes two AAA batteries and they go on the back. You can tell there is a little battery pack that you use your finger to press and open. I won't do that here though because it's a little tough. This device, I can't remember exactly how much I paid for it. It is a bit pricey, but well worth it if you have no vision at all, which I don't. I would actually also recommend it to anyone who is, colorblind if they have trouble identifying colors. So this is a very useful product. Now I hope you'll be able to hear it. I have 3 shirts here on my lap that I have no idea what color they are because I can't see them without actually using the color identifier. So I just picked randomly out of my closet the shirts, so they all may be the same color for all I know. So what I'm going to do is pick up one. I'll try to hold this as close to the microphone as I can so you can hear what color. Whoops. Yeah, that didn't work. I hit the button but wasn't close enough to the shirt. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up to the mic and press and hold the top button.
Gray, brown.
Oops, let me face it toward the microphone so you can hear better.
Gray, brown.
So that says gray brown. If I remember correctly, yeah, I think that's pretty close. So there's that shirt. I'm going to place it down here out of the way and get the other shirt, which I have a feeling is probably the same color, but we'll see. Okay, next one. Oops.
Light blue. Light blue.
Oh no, this one is light blue. I like this shirt. It's really comfortable. And these are t-shirts, mind you, for those of you who didn't know. Okay, place it to the side. And last one. Okay.
Light blue. Light blue.
That's another light blue one. Interesting. Okay. So that gives you an idea of the color identifier. And basically what I'm doing is the probe, you'll feel it, there's a little hole on the end. You press it to the item you want, and then you press and hold the button.
Light blue. Light blue.
It does repeat sometimes if you don't let go right away, but if you let go too soon, you'll get that. And if you don't have it close enough to the item. Okay, so that is the color identifier. I can't remember exactly how many colors it can identify. I think it seems to be pretty accurate because I have actually asked my mom, who is sighted, you know, after checking the color, and she says yes, it's pretty accurate. It can identify quite a few colors. Okay, so now for the light probe. Now, mind you, my desk is not close to a window, although there is a window across the room from me. And I don't know if my screen is bright enough that it will, I think I keep my screen brightness low on my computer. But what I'm going to do is point the probe in the general direction of my window, and we'll see, because I have curtains and blinds open. So depending on the pitch, if the pitch is low, that means there's no light or very little. If the pitch is really high, that means it's very intense light. So I will warn you, it is kind of loud. If you don't like those kind of tones, you might want to keep the volume turned down. Okay, so I'm pointing it left, facing toward the window. Okay, that shows you how bright the light is that's coming in my window. I'm going to point it toward the wall. Yeah, there's still light because of the glare. So I'm holding it against my hand now, and I'm pressing the bottom button. That tells you there's no light or very little. So this does come in very handy for people who have no usable vision, who have no light perception, and no visual acuity. Especially the color identifier and the light probe. The light probe has saved me quite a few times when I forgot my bedroom light was on, and rather than having to ask somebody, hey, is my light on, I just use the light probe, just kind of swing it in the air and push that button. There you go. If you hear that sound, that means the light's on. If you hear the lower sound, the light's off. And the color identifier, like I said, it's great. It came in very handy. I'm so glad that they made a device like this. Once again, this is the Coloreno talking color identifier and light probe all in one. I believe when I first got it, because I actually had to buy a replacement, when I got my first Coloreno back in 2012 or 13, I think it was about $92. The price has gone up. I won't quote it because I can't really remember. You can get this device from Maxi Aids. I believe they have them. And also I think you can get them on Amazon as well. Amazon is actually starting to carry more assistive devices, which is really cool because sometimes they'll be cheaper than actually going through the company or going through Maxi Aids. So anyway, that is this device. I forgot to mention there are two there are two holes on the right. If you have the wider end pointed forward, there are two holes on the right side. One of them is for an earphone jack. One is to connect it, I think, to a computer or something. I have no idea. So anyway, that is this device. I know I'm not very good at explaining exactly what it looks like because not being able to see it myself. But it's very handy, very light. It's not even a pound. I would say it's just a couple ounces or something like that. It's very light and portable and very useful. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tech demo. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments, and you can share and like and subscribe to my videos. And thank you to all of my subscribers. It is great having you guys along, and I hope you enjoy my videos. Talk to you all again soon. Bye.
Obstacle. Stop recording checkbox. Stop recording. Alert. Are you sure you want to? No and yes.